if you pick the best team in the world, who would you pick? I said John Charles, centre-half, or John Charles, centre-forward. Take a pick.
Fantastic when you think that we've played 38 matches, only lost 2, 61 points, and Liverpool are still behind us.
And Clark going in, and Alan Clark has put Leeds ahead.
Leeds United have won by 3 goals to 2.
There's the strike, wonderful goal, wonderful Yeboah.
Sends an across from the right, there's Viduka, he scored this time! And it is his first goal for Leeds United!
Leeds have turned it around, Leeds are in front, it's captain Jermaine Beckford with the goal, and there ends Leeds United, League One nightmare!
And welcome to a brand new era at Ellen Road. This team never gives up. This team are just awesome.
So the noise inside the Medeski is to greet the two sides who emerge down below us and take up their positions next to the advertising hoarding which has been erected on the pitch here. Leeds in their grey training top and their grey shorts and grey socks. They go away to our right hand side. They turn and applaud some of the travelling fans, and now we see the traditional pre-match handshakes. The Reading team, of course, in their blue tracksuit tops, their blue shorts and their blue socks. Match officials this evening: Darren Bond is the man in charge, Adam Casel, Daniel Leach, assistant referees, and James Linnington, the fourth official this evening. Let's have a look at the two sides for you then. We'll start with the Reading team. They will line up then with Raphael in goal. Back three then, we think of Morrison, Miazga and Moore, the captain. Rinamoto will anchor the midfield with Ove Ajaria one side and John Swift the other. Omar Richards will play a left wing-back role with Chris Gunter in his first start of the season in a right wing-back role. Yaku Meite and George Puskas will be leading the line. On the bench for Reading, Walker, McCleary, Loader, Boye, Howe, Blackett and Gomez. Loader and Howe, a couple of youngsters that have been called into the matchday squads. Let's have a look at the Leeds United team then. Kiko Casilla starts in goal, of course. Luke Ayling, Ben White, Liam Cooper and Stuart Dallas. So the one change Marcelo Bielsa has made, and that is at the heart of defence where the captain Liam Cooper returns. Calvin Phillips will sit just in front of those. Four in the midfield: Pablo Hernandez, Mateus Click, Tyler Robertson, Jack Harrison, and Patrick Bamford, fresh from his goal at the weekend, will be leading the line wearing shirt number 9. Ilan Meslier, Barry Douglas, Shani Alioski, Helder Costa, Gaetano Berardi, Jamie Shackleton and Jack Clark, all named as the Leeds United substitutes this evening. And Ben Parker is currently dancing to a bit of Neil Diamond inside the Medeski Stadium.
I'm not singing, Michael, don't worry.
He is finger pointing towards the night sky. It's a case of the worst dad dancing I've ever seen, and I talk as a father of two. So we are all set to go here at the Medeski. The tracksuit tops have now been discarded, and Reading now display their blue and white horizontal stripes with the white panel across the back and the red numbers. And Leeds United, of course, now in the grey, with the grey shirts, grey shorts, grey socks and the pink trim. And some scores elsewhere as we are the late kickoff in the division. Millwall 0, Wigan 1, Fulham 1, Derby 0, Luton 0, Charlton 1, and well, Neil Diamond continues to ring out across the Medeski Stadium, but the referee Darren Bond is going through his final preparations, and we are all set to go here on LUTV. We are live across the UK and Ireland. We are live across the globe as well. And we're hoping to bring you action that will see this Leeds United team go top of the Sky Bet Championship on match day 18. Underway then, and it's Leeds United who are kicking off, and Leeds United who are kicking from right to left and attacking that goal to our left-hand side in this first half. And it's a touch for Liam Cooper early on, and that diagonal ball that he likes so much. Cross to Jack Harrison. Harrison in towards Stuart Dallas in an advanced position. Now the cross comes in, and it's flicked by Patrick Bamford, and it's flicked over the top. It was an excellent looking ball in there by Luke Ayling as well. and within the first 30 seconds, a great chance.
What build-up play, straight from the kick-off, and we wondered about what the formation, where we go, back three, back four. It looks like a back three from the off. Stuart Dallas was pushed into the midfield. Started with a great diagonal pass from Liam Cooper out to Pablo Hernandez. Worked it ever so well, crossed just behind Bamford, but great start from us.
Yeah, terrific start, and now the goalkeeper Casilla has to come into action. He was just caught by Ajaria as well, who went sliding in for it. We had a header back to the goalkeeper from the captain, Liam Cooper. It was a little bit short. The goalkeeper Casilla came out at pace, but fortunately I think he's okay to continue, and there's a handshake between him and Ove Ajaria. But already in the first 70, 80 seconds of this game, we're seeing action at both ends.
Strap yourself in, Michael. We're off on a journey tonight. I thought it was a bit of a naughty one. It didn't really have to leave one on Kiko. I'd say a little bit short on the header from Coops, but always going to get back to Kiko. Just thought a little bit naughty, didn't need to do that, but thankfully he's okay.
In possession now for Leeds, here's Matthias Klick, plays it right hand side there to Calvin Phillips. Phillips ball forward here towards Stuart Dallas, who is indeed playing in that midfield position. Goes out wide here to Tyler Roberts, and possession is just given away momentarily by Calvin Phillips. He wins it back though. Leeds win it back as well. Ball goes forward, it's a lovely little flick. Ball goes wide and the cross comes in this time. It's towards Jack Harrison. It's had to be put behind by Chris Gunter. His first start of the season, his first touch of the ball, he concedes the corner kick.
Second cross from Luke Ayling with inside first couple of minutes like we've played. What I really liked about Luke Ayling on Saturday is link-up play with Pablo down that right-hand side. But Pablo started a little bit narrow. We've seen Tyler Roberts just interchanging position, just causing the defence for Reading loads of trouble so far.
So corner kick then. Calvin Phillips to deliver this one from this near side touchline. 6 Reading players in the 6-yard box. The ball does go in deep and it's headed initially by Patrick Bamford. It's away and then the ball is on this time by Swift, and there's an opportunity maybe now for the Royals to break. They've got 2 against 2 momentarily, and it's Meite bringing the ball forward. Meite squares the ball into the middle. It was an opportunity, a huge opportunity for Puskás. The ball is not out the field of play and they will look to come again and break with Swift, but the move breaks down and Leeds will look to try and clear their lines this time. It will go all the way through to the goalkeeper, but we've seen just an example there of how quick Reading can break with this 5 across the midfield, and Gunter and Richards playing in these wing-back roles. Another chance maybe here as Miazga plays the ball forward. Another little header on. This one is Meite again, but it's through to the goalkeeper.
Spoke about Meite in the build-up, and like I said, I was flicking through the Reading Twitter feed just to get people's reaction about coming into the team, and a lot of people weren't happy one little bit about him getting the starting role tonight, getting the nod, but he just proved it there, pace and power. We've just got to be careful of that counter-attack, don't to switch off, because we've made a great start so far. Here's
Hernandez now, received the ball from Stuart Dallas. Ball touch there from Matthias Klick. Ball comes in towards the penalty area this time, towards Jack Harrison potentially, and Gunter with an assured header back to the goalkeeper. So just an interesting way that Leeds have lined up in this game. You've got Tyler Roberts playing in a more advanced role, if you like, kind of just in behind Patrick Bamford. You've got Harrison playing on this near side, Hernandez playing over on the far side, of course, and then, as Ben says, those 3 centre-backs tonight, Ayling, White and Cooper. That is the way that they have been lined up in this game, which has already seen an exciting first 4.5 minutes on LUTV. But we remain goalless, Reading 0, Leeds 0, and we had chances at both ends, and Reading have won themselves a corner kick here.
Well, you see from Reading in the early stage, they're just trying to stretch us, putting the ball in behind. It's almost like old-fashioned kind of style of football, almost saying to the opposition, right, can we turn and play in their half? Just got to get your positioning right, just read that.
Swift then will deliver this corner kick. It will be a right-footed, out-swinging delivery by the looks of it. It is an out-swinging one. It was a low one, headed away at that near post. Bamford defended it well. Now the ball has gone back here to Omar Richards. Richards looks to try and play it down that right-hand side, where it's been nicked by Stuart Dallas here. Dallas hugging the touchline, plays the ball in towards Tyler Roberts. Roberts, good hold-up play, and then finds Matthias Klick. The pole does well to find Stuart Dallas here. Back with Dallas again. Dallas looking to play it down that right-hand side, where it's cleared away by Liam Moore. hanging in the air, the Berkshire night sky. The ball drops now, and it's a handball, the most blatant handball that you'll ever see.
Never touched him. Never touched him.
It just sort of bounced up into Stuart Dallas's face, and he slam dunked it down onto the centre spot. So it means it will be a Reading free kick, as I said, just right on that centre spot, and it will be John Swift, who's the man for the dead ball delivery for the Royals, who will come across and take it. Swift with a diagonal ball across to the left-hand side. Good defensive header there. It was an excellent defensive header, but Reading have won the ball back momentarily here with Richards. Richards looking to try and play the ball inside here, has found Swift with it. Swift plays the ball on here towards Morrison, and Morrison turns and plays it back now towards Miazga. Miazga plays it down this near side now, where Yaku Mete has won his side here, a throw-in for the injured Sam Baldock. One of two changes then to Mark Bowen's team for the Royals. We're being cheered on behind that goal to our right-hand side. The goal there tapped by the Reading Club, 1871, the year that Reading were founded. They have a throw-in here, which their captain, Liam Moore, they've got quite a big perimeter around this pitch, the Medeski, so quite a run-up, launches it into that 6-yard box, it's headed up and away, and then a header towards goal, which Kiko Casilla will just see wide of the post without any real fear factor as far as the goalkeeper was concerned.
Dealt with that well. Ben White winning the first header. You're always fine with a long throw. It's not the first, the initial throw that comes in. It's always the second ball, the second phase. But no, we stuck to his jobs well. And this is where we did again well on Saturday when we had ball possession in these kind of areas. We just moved it quick. And that's what we're going to need to do tonight, because they're always saying to at least either Calvin, the man on the ball now, Liam Cooper, right, you can have the ball, but how to disrupt their midfield, their back five, by just moving it quick, taking 1-2 touches, shifting it early. I can see there Pablo could have turned, but at least he's getting a bit of space on the ball.
Giving Rinamota the run around at the moment, the Leeds midfield, and the ball's found itself to Dallas. Dallas trying to flick the ball on, but it was cut out by Morrison, and they'll look to try and break here with Rinamota. He does well, plays the ball out wide, left-hand side to Richards. Richards with the ball. It's away from Luke Ayling momentarily. It will just run behind, though, in the end, and Puskas couldn't reach that one for Reading. It will be a Leeds goal kick.
Yeah, again, another situation where we're highlighted, where they're just trying to stretch us, go a bit direct, playing our half, playing our defensive third. And also we talked about getting positioning right as the defender, and Luke Ayling did there. He knew he could leave and the ball skipped through, so it was good reading by Luke.
8.5 minutes played then on LUTV, and we are goalless between Reading and Leeds at the Medeski. Stadium opened in August 1998. They beat Luton, who were vanquished by Leeds at the weekend, of course, late on. They beat Luton in the first ever game here. Hosted Premier League football, of course, for a couple of seasons, having got promoted, of course, back in 2006. And Leeds have won themselves an unlikely looking corner here off Omar Richards. A bit of a something or nothing ball, but it's gone behind, and an opportunity maybe for Calvin Phillips to deliver one in.
Just looked like Richards was trying to head it back to the goalkeeper. Just kind of seems getting his positioning all wrong. Didn't know where he was on the pitch. Could have brought it down. He had that much time, but always fine when you get something gifted to you. Can you make most of it now?
So plenty lined up in the Reading penalty area. White, Bamford and Cooper all on the penalty spot. It's in low. Ayling tried to flick the ball on, but Reading have got the ball clear, and it's Swift who brings the ball clear here. He's got runners ahead of him, looks to try and play it over towards this near side. It will be met really well by Stuart Dallas. I thought he kept the ball in play there, certainly from our vantage point, and Tyler Roberts agrees, but the referee's assistant on this near side gave the throw in to Reading, and they've taken it quickly, and Mete looking to try and bring the ball forward. Cooper in towards Click, and Click plays one out now towards Ayling, looking to spread the play. Ayling plays it on to Hernandez and then motors forward, offering the option outside of him. Hernandez then skips across that halfway line, looks to try and thread one through to Patrick Bamford. It was on as well, but it just got caught up and held up in the Reading defence. Puskás battling away here, and White puts the ball into touch. Throw into the home side on the halfway line. We played just gone 10 minutes on LUTV.
It's been an open 10 minutes as well. Not a lot of times I've seen teams against us this year, where it's home or away, have come out and tried to have a bit of a go. They've allowed us possession around the back three, but then they've tried to spring a counter attack from that, and it's leading, like I say, an open 10 minutes so far.
Well, lots of people watching coverage tonight on LUTV, coverage available to watch in the UK and Ireland of this midweek game. Plenty listening as well to the audio commentary too. So we'll try and describe the action for you guys just as best as we can, whilst being mindful of those watching the pictures too, as Cooper plays the ball on here towards Click. Click's got Calvin Phillips ahead of him, and it's with Calvin Phillips now. Always love the relaxed way that Calvin Phillips arrives at the ground. There was a kind of rope fence, if you like, around the technical areas and pitch side as Liam Cooper's ball towards Calvin Phillips goes straight into touch. And as Calvin Phillips arrived, as the team arrived around about 6:30, he kind of tried to sort of limbo underneath it. We also have seen this game where they play with the chewing gum, where they try and do keepy-ups. It's interesting. I always like to see the way different players are ahead of the games, and Calvin Phillips certainly, the body language suggests he's always one of the more relaxed.
I think that's most of the squad.
Smile on their face always.
Yeah, and that's what you get. Was mentioned about winning games of football. You turn up to grounds, and it's not arrogance. You just turn up with a bit of a swagger. You know you're a good team. You know you're good players, and the roles and responsibilities, you just got to go out and carry it out.
Reading lost both league matches against Leeds last season, losing 1-0 under Paul Clement in November 2018, 3-0 here under Jose Manuel Gomez in March earlier this year. It's looking to win consecutive away league visits to Reading for the first time in their history. And here's Jack Harrison just coming in from the touchline. And now in towards Calvin Phillips. He's got a bit of time, bit of space to play with, and support here from Stuart Dallas. Dallas plays the ball in towards Tyler Roberts, the young Welshman wearing gloves this evening. Back towards Stuart Dallas. Dallas with the ball in towards the penalty area. It's headed away and then hooked away, and then on this time by Swift. It wasn't the best of clearances, and it's Ben White who comes marauding forward. He's got options wide of him. One of those is Hernandez. Hernandez drops the shoulder, comes inside, picks out a Click here, who's again got a bit of space to play with. Lovely little flick, and then the shot from the edge of the area. Hernandez just trying to set it up for Dallas, but the move broke down at the edge of the area, and the goalkeeper Raphael will get the ball clear now.
I'm loving the rotation, what we're seeing in midfield areas. Mateus Click's been picking the ball up the last couple of minutes in a left back position, and it just shows the rotation we are producing at the moment.
Brazilian goalkeeper, all in green for Reading this evening. Hasn't yet had to really make a clear-cut save, but he might have work to do here because Harrison and Roberts have combined well, and it's Tyler Roberts with one or two little step-overs who just plays the ball towards his near side. Click tries to drive one into the middle. Defender couldn't cope with it, and Hernandez was trying to play it on towards Dallas, but it's going to be brought clear here by Richards. It's one back though for Leeds by Ayling. Ayling's done well initially, then Richards wins the ball back, and here's Rinomhota who rides one challenge. Referee thought there was a foul but has waved play on, and there might be a chance here for Reading as they look to try and break. It comes across to this near side now. The ball is up just level with the edge of the penalty area, and Meite has got Cooper for company. Meite beats him once, gets his cross in. It will be Kiko Casillas' ball, diving low at his near post, scoops it up off the turf, and Leeds are off and moving as he rolls it back out here towards Luke Ayling.
Been a defender tonight in a grey and pink shirt. Always got to stay switched on because John Swift, not really spoken much about him.
There's a great looking ball forward here. Harrison will reach it too. He can hook it back first time, looking for players to arrive. Hernandez was one of them. He heads it back into the 6-yard box, but Morrison is able to get it clear.
That's what my point was going to be. John Swift is a really intelligent player for Reading. Just stay switched on because he always can feed Meite down the sides.
They do have that kind of three, if you like, in the centre of their midfield with Rinomhota, Swift and Ajaria. And then obviously you've got Richards and Gunter in the wing-back roles. And sometimes just the man over, if you like, can just pay dividends. Ajaria was the target there, but Calvin Phillips read that one all day long, all night long, and played it back to the goalkeeper. Just watching Carlos Corberán, who's got one hand in his pocket, to quote Alanis Morissette, and the other one is giving the whole Saturday Night Fever thing at the moment, pointing the way forward. I think I'll quit with the musical references right there. Here is Cooper to Harrison. Harrison on the halfway line, plays the ball back here towards Calvin Phillips, midway inside his own half. He picks out Matthias Klick, who's in the centre circle. Now here's Dallas, who's on the halfway line, takes it with one foot and then lays it off to Cooper with the other. Cooper with the luminous yellow boots tonight. Here is Phillips again, and now Klick. Klick looking to try and just dig one through all the defender momentarily. Richards let it go, but Hernandez, who'd already made his run, it didn't quite have the post to go through to him.
I was hoping we can force those passes, or we don't need to anyway. I think we've got a bit of time. Mentioned the rotation and what that's given the person on the ball, just that extra few yards, extra few seconds, bit of time to get the head up. I just think it's a night just to keep the ball simple, due to keep moving, especially off the ball. It's so hard to pick up those runners, the third men, runners going in behind Patrick Bamford.
Harrison driving forward now and looking to try and switch the ball towards Patrick Bamford. It's a bit overhit though, and it will go out for a throw into Reading, level with the edge of their own penalty area. The Royals have designated tonight's game to show support for Stonewall's campaign for the LGBT inclusivity community, joining the rest of the EFL clubs in backing the Come Out Active Week, which is taking place right now. So various Rainbow Laces initiatives on and off the pitch this evening, and the rainbow corner flags in evidence here as well. The ball at the moment is with Kiko Casilla, the Leeds goalkeeper, who just strokes it out to Ben White, and there's Liam Cooper, and now Calvin Phillips. Calvin Phillips is 10 yards just inside his own half. Back with White here. Sorry, I was momentarily distracted by a man in the executive box just below us who doesn't seem to be watching the game, but just trying to orchestrate the fans more than anything. Harrison with a little give and go there to Tyler Roberts. Roberts has done well to hold this one up, tracked by two blue and white shirts. Here is Phillips again now. Phillips plays the ball up towards the halfway line. White is now the man to bring the ball forward. It's Ben White for Leeds. He skips past one. He's got Swift there, and he's also got Hernandez, and then the ball in towards Klick. It comes back now towards Stuart Dallas. Dallas edge of the penalty area. Just got robbed of possession just at the vital moment by Ove Ajaria. It looks to try and play the ball forward. Mate trying to get on the end of it. Leeds have got players on the halfway line. One of them is Cooper, and the other one is in possession now, and that is Calvin Phillips. Homegrown player through the Leeds Academy, of course, as the ball goes forward towards Patrick Bamford. I was loving watching and listening to you guys at the weekend at Kenilworth Road, and Patrick Bamford, as I said earlier, really playing the game with a smile on his face, the cupping of the ear to the fans as well. Just goes to show what a goal or two can do for the way you just conduct yourself around the arena.
Yeah, it's amazing what a goal. I never had that feeling, to be fair, Michael, so I can't really give it in depth about what it is.
You never cupped your ear to opposition fans?
No, not when I've scored a goal anyway. Might be something off the ball, but no, he's full of confidence at the moment, full of running as well. And he's one of those strikers I'd have loved to have played with, because many a bad pass I've made over a time, he always turns it into a good one. And he's a great team player. Billing, he said there, what he's adding tonight, he's adding the goals as well.
6 in the Sky Bet Championship this season for Patrick Bamford. Well, 7 for a while. Less said about that, the better. That's a lovely pass out from Calvin Phillips across to Luke Ayling. Ayling in towards Matthias Klick now. He's got support arriving in the shape of Pablo Hernandez, the wizard. Plays the ball in towards Tyler Roberts there. Now the ball comes back again here. Hernandez bringing the ball forward to Harrison. Harrison now inside the penalty area. Harrison trying to drive that one across, as we have applause inside the ground for a young Reading fan, Ryan Duval, at the moment, who's being remembered here tonight. Teenager who passed away recently, and both sets of supporters remembering Ryan here this evening. Play will resume, incidentally, now with a goal kick from the goalkeeper, Raphael, who just places that ball down purposefully at the moment. The applause on 19 minutes. Ryan was 19 when he passed away. Raphael then with the long ball forward. It was flicked on by Puskas. Casilla with the clearance. That one's over the head of Swift. Rinomota trying to get there, battling away with Klick. Rinomota feels he should have had a free kick. Referee Darren Bond says no. And now the ball goes forward here towards Tyler Roberts. Roberts plays it across to this near side. Harrison's got some space as well. Harrison's going to have a little run here at the defender. It's still with Harrison now inside the penalty area. Gunter can't dive in with a challenge now. Harrison has to, in the end, play the ball back towards Calvin Phillips. Phillips plays that ball across goal, looking for Pablo Hernandez and finding Pablo Hernandez. Hernandez in towards Ayling. Ayling with a bit of space, now plays it out to Bamford. Bamford touches it back to Hernandez again. Hernandez trying to play one back into the path of Bamford. It's collected by the goalkeeper, edge of the 6-yard box.
You could see what we were trying to do, just trying to work those little 1-2s, the little give and goes, just create half a yard, play that killer pass through. But fair play to Reading, they were there back in numbers. But I keep doing it, I don't mind doing it, at least he's trying to do the right thing. And what I liked about Harrison there, got at Gunter. Gunter did well defending 1v1, but instead of trying to force a crossing, came back out, started the attack again, built onto the right hand side.
Here's Phillips. Here's Dallas. Dallas motors forward, plays the ball in towards Bamford, continues his run as well. Bamford twists and turns, edge of the area, picks out Mateus Click. Now Hernandez. Hernandez looks to play one in towards the penalty area, away by Omar Richards. Reading clear the ball, and it comes up towards the halfway line. It will be a Leeds throw-in. I think one of the issues for Reading this season is that Ove Ajari and George Puskas are their top scorers, 3 each, making them the lowest top scorers at all the championship clubs this year. Leeds, of course, with the best defensive record as well. Although you have to say that, and Ben has highlighted it, since Mark Bowen arrived, they have picked up their form, although they lost out the weekend. Here is Harrison. Harrison just away momentarily from Gunter. The ball comes into the penalty area. Harrison was looking for the return ball, and Leeds have won another corner.
Again, another highlight there where we're just trying to play that little give and go, the 1-2 round the corner.
Midway point exactly inside the first half then on LUTV. Is this the moment to break the deadlock? Away to our left-hand side, we've got Calvin Phillips, who's placed that ball down. He takes 5 or 6 paces back now and then raises the left arm before delivering this corner kick in towards the back post. It was headed away there by Ajaria, and in the end Pablo Hernandez will allow that one to run out, and there will be a throw-in for Leeds, level with the edge of the penalty area they attack. It's taken quickly. It comes back to Hernandez. Hernandez then plays it back to the halfway line at the moment. It's collected by White. So assured every time I've seen him, both in person and on the LUTV highlights this season. I know you were so impressed when we went to Salford right early on, shirt sleeves weather that night.
Those were the days.
You've got your ski gloves on this evening.
Now you've been right though, Michael. Standout player by far. He's probably the standout defender in the championship.
Yeah, and here he is again. And you know as well, he's got everything in his locker to make the step up as well and play the highest level. But at the moment, his task is this game, and to ensure that he helps his teammates to put another 3 points on the board. 3 points that would see Leeds go top, of course, as we know, for 24 hours at least. Ayling, his ball forward will go straight through to the goalkeeper, opposite end. West Brom against Bristol City, of course, tomorrow night. Just having a look at some of the games tonight. Of course, there's Champions League football taking place tonight. Tottenham in action, of course. I say in action, they're losing 2-0. Not what Jose Mourinho would want, but importantly in the Championship, Cardiff 1, Stoke 0, Fulham 1, Derby 0, Swansea lead at Huddersfield, Luton 1, Charlton 1, 1 apiece between Millwall and Wigan. Remember, all of those games kicked off at 7:45. It's just us that start 15 minutes later and then have the wretched drive home. Well, possession's been given away there on the halfway line. A little bit loose as well by Mateus Click. It's won here by Ove Ajaria. Moore. Ajaria has come deep looking for it. Here's Moore again. Royals captain. Swift ahead of him, but he opts to bypass him. Plays it into the path of Puskas. Puskas looks to play it wide to Richards. Comes back here to Ajaria. Ajaria and Swift exchanging passes. Renamota's an option on the halfway line, but the ball goes forward this time, looking for Mate. and the bounce came all the way through to Kiko Casilla.
Good defending from Liam Cooper. Did have to try and win the ball, just used his body just to block the runner mate there, let it run through to the goalkeeper.
It's up on the halfway line now with Dallas and Tyler Roberts. Roberts looking to play it out wide right hand side. It's over the head of Omar Richards. It's too far in front of Pablo Hernandez, and Reading will have a throw in here. And just after the intensive high octane start to this game, last 5 minutes or so, it's just settled down into a bit more of a pattern.
It's just been a bit sloppy, especially from our point of view, just giving passes away. We don't normally do. It's uncharacteristic from us to do that. Again, I just think it's getting the night, do the basic passes. Yeah, if it's on, do it early, but usually the best pass is the one you see straight away. A little 10-15 yarder, keep it moving, keep the rotation high.
Leeds just edge the statistics between these two sides as far as history is concerned. As Reading look to try and bring the ball forward, they've won themselves a corner kick here as well. Mate with good strong hold-up play, just forcing Leeds to put the ball behind. So it will be another one here for John Swift to deliver in. And one for Kiko Casilla to watch here. He's got Bamford, the only player at the moment in that 6-yard box. There's 5 or 6 on the penalty spot at the moment. Swift puts that ball in. It is in towards Patrick Bamford, who heads the ball clear at the near post and does his job.
You've probably seen the most action defending corners. That's the second header is clear now, it's Patrick Bamford. But sometimes that's a role as a striker. You come and do the front post zone. You've got to clear your lines, and he's done that twice so far.
Wasn't the best of balls in from Swift. As I said, there was 5 or 6 trying to run onto that near post area, but Patrick Bamford rather owned it, if you like. There's Ajaria has done well over on the far side, and well again, trying to wiggle his way into the penalty area. He does wiggle his way into the area. The ball is crossed in and away by Dallas. Ove Ajaria, who scored 3 for Reading this season, shows he might have an assist or 2 in himself as well.
He's one of those awkward players, because you look at the size of him, he's a big lad. You don't think he might have much in terms of like a bit of trickery, but I think he'll put a little nutmegs on one of our lads on the far side. Might have been Pablo, who's the nutmeg king by all accounts. So, but now, just like I say, just watch his feet. He knows a big lad.
So it's a throw-in for Reading. It's in towards the penalty area. It's cleared away though. Ball is headed back in, and it's blocked there by Ayling, and Ayling's picked out an excellent pass here for Bamford, and Bamford turns. He's got runners, including Tyler Roberts through the middle. In towards Tyler Roberts here, and on to Harrison. I just thought for a moment it was going to break there for Harrison, but the defender just about did enough, Chris Gunter, who will now look to try and break here. Just for a split second, I thought Harrison was going to be through there.
It just looked like the run with time to perfection, and then the pass, the release from Tyler Roberts was to perfection as well. And if it was, his touch would have taken on past the last defender, bearing down on goal. So unlucky was that.
Throw in. Just seeing first real glimpse here of Marcelo Bielsa, who's just come out and been perched on the bench for most of the first half so far. Goalless, incidentally, here as the ball goes through to Kiko Casilla as we approach the half-hour mark. Reading 0, Leeds 0. And the Leeds head coach now goes back towards that dugout. He's still stood there. You can see the top of his head. Just need that little defining moment, if you like, I think, in this first half at the moment. Possession stats, I would suggest Leeds probably on top, creating the better play, open play, knocking the ball about better, but Reading resolute at the back as Harrison now looks to try and bring this ball forward again. Here's Tyler Roberts. Roberts is challenged edge of the area by Morrison, and Ajaria brings the ball forward, got caught as well. Leeds have won it back. The Reading fans think Ajaria should have had a free kick there. Referee Darren Bond said no. So we are continuing here with Stuart Dallas. Dallas to Bamford. Bamford in towards Harrison now. Harrison, it hit his hand, I think, and the referee signals yes. I think he was just seeing if there was any advantage there for Reading. There's a lot he could do to get his hand out of the way of that one.
No.
Wasn't as blatant as that handball we saw earlier on.
We're only the one hand this time. What we're finding at the moment is just not a lot of space. You get to 18-yard line of the Reading's box they're defending. We're trying to get on the half turn, trying to create something, but it's so compact at the moment. Just not space. I think the space might be out wide down the sides, and if we can release a Jack Harrison down there or a Tyler Roberts making a third man run. But we're just trying to play into feet, get on the half turn, and then people just nicking away from us. Maybe just mix it up a little bit.
Throw into Leeds on this near side. Cooper in towards Harrison. Harrison's got the company of Gunter. Ball goes forward here. And the player Morrison for Reading collects it. Tyler Roberts is just down at the moment, holding his left leg, and Matt Miazga, the American, was just signalling to his teammates just to put the ball out of play. We're going to see the physios on now. Not sure what happened there to Tyler Roberts. Certainly didn't see any kind of challenge. We haven't got the benefits of the TV pictures here that you might be watching back at home. Able to show this game live in the UK and Ireland. As I said earlier, plenty listening though still, so we'll be describing the action as far as those people are concerned listening to us tonight on LUTV. And at the moment on the pitch, Tyler Roberts is receiving some treatment. All the other Leeds United players have come across to get some fluids on board, and Carlos Corberan at the moment is deep in conversation with Patrick Bamford, and Marcelo Bielsa is deep in conversation here with Pablo Hernandez. So some words of wisdom. Now Carlos Corberan is turning his attention to Stuart Dallas and Luke Ayling, and Tyler Roberts is back on his feet, but he's not moving the best at the moment. He's just broken out into a little bit of a jog there, and I think he looks like he should be okay to continue. We'll just keep our eye on it. 32.5 minutes on the clock here. Reading 0, Leeds 0. I'm not sure. I think he's going. No, he's
headed down the tunnel, isn't he?
He looks to me as though he's heading down the tunnel. And the manager, yes, has signalled that we are going to see a change. It's game over, unfortunately, for Tyler Roberts.
Real shame is that as well, because the injuries he's had through especially end of last season, falling into the start of this year, and then when he got into the team, he's done ever so well. He's been a real foil for Patrick Bamford, played closer to him. He's almost released Bamford as well, bit of pressure in front of the goal as well, but it's a chance for Helder Costa to come on.
Yeah, but Leeds are down to 10 at the moment, and it's Swift breaking forward with Ajaria for company. Ajaria is now switched it across to this near side. Gunter puts his cross in towards that 6-yard box. That is an excellent defensive header, by the way, and you don't need me to tell you it was Ben White that did it. Stuart Dallas bringing the ball clear. Dallas has played one with the outside of his boot, and he's picked out Mateus Click with the cross in this time. The ball will break. Dallas hits one first time edge of the area, and it goes swerving off his boot and will go behind for a goal kick. Just didn't quite execute that one in the way that he would have liked.
No, I've seen him strike a lot better, Dallas, as that change has been confirmed with Helder Costa coming on. And I think what that'll mean, Pablo Hernandez just rolling inside one into the position where Tyler Roberts was playing, like a number 10 we'll call it, and then Helder will go out onto the right hand side where we've seen him predominantly in his Leeds United career so far.
So the number 10 is playing the number 10. As Ben says, he's just in there, just sort of alongside Patrick Bamford at the minute. Hernandez shirt number 19, but yeah, that number 10 role, if you like, that we call it, just alongside the striker. Shirt number 10, of course, is Johnny Alioski, isn't it, who's on the bench tonight. As Leeds bring the ball forward here. Here is Hernandez. Hernandez looking to try and play the ball down that right-hand side. Here is Costa wearing 17. And has he won his side a corner kick? He has.
Straight into the thick of action there. Utilising his biggest strength, which is his pace. And we mentioned probably the big area where we can try and exploit if Reading have been so compact. 18 yards out from goal is down the side, so good option to bring off the bench is Helder Costa.
Less than 10 then to the half-time interval on LUTV. Goalless. Leeds have a corner kick, which Calvin Phillips will take. It's an out-swinging one. It goes all the way through. No one could get a touch on it. Here is Hernandez, who's had to switch position, as we said. Costa on this near side. Low cross in towards Patrick Bamford. It's behind. It will be another corner kick here. And Phillips will make his way from one side of the pitch to the other. Leeds are threatening. Leeds have yet to really test Raphael, the goalkeeper. Leeds have a second corner kick, though, in quick succession here. And every Reading player is back defending this one inside the penalty area at the moment. Click went as though he was looking for a short one momentarily, but Phillips delivers it in towards that penalty area. It's headed away near post area. Here's Hernandez. Hernandez plays it out wide, right-hand side now, and the cross comes in this time. It's headed back across goal. Strike from White. Miscue from the defender. Goalkeeper Raphael Calms. He's caught on the line there by Patrick Bamford. I think he had every right to attack it initially. Yeah. But when the ball dropped down, I think the referee signalled a free kick there against Bamford just for a little nudge on the keeper.
You always got to get them as keepers, unfortunately. Bamford did everything right just to tackle the ball. You just can't touch the goalkeepers, unfortunately, this day and age. But the two people who nearly combined are probably the least who you'd thought. A header from Liam Cooper straight to Ben White. Unfortunately, his left-footed strike was always going wide, but nearly created something out of nothing there.
Here's Harrison. Harrison's ball forward. Cut out by Gunter.
So unlucky.
Once again, it's Reading looking to try and break here, near side, with Gunter once more. And Swift. I should apologise, by the way, to people who thought they could be watching our coverage tonight on LUTV, because it's a live television game this evening. Unable to bring you the live coverage on LUTV this evening. So if you've been listening to us thinking, oh, I thought I could be watching it, yeah, my mistake on that one, I do apologise. Complicated rules around the broadcast, but Leeds looking to bring the ball clear here. Here's White. White up towards Bamford. Bamford, edge of the penalty area, looking to play one in towards the area. It might come back to Bamford. In fact, Ajaria just nicks the ball off him, and Ajaria looks to try and play the ball forward now. The chase is on. Cooper is there, so is Puskás. The ball goes back to the goalkeeper via Cooper. Dallas. Click. Hernandez trying to thread one through. It's cut out edge of the penalty area by Reading. Oh, now Ayling and Richards, I think it is, just got caught up with one another there. They're both back on their feet, fortunately. Yellow card shown to Luke Ayling.
Just try to read it as a defender. Sometimes you're on the front foot, think you're just going to nick that pass, and then obviously you can create a counter attack, but the speed of the pass kind of done Ayling there. He just more or less ran into him.
So free kick, which Raphael, the Reading goalkeeper, will take. Raphael then with that free kick up towards the edge of the Leeds penalty area. Oh, there's a miscue there and a chance maybe for Gunter. Harrison it was with the initial error. He got back and blocked it well. Looks to the heavens, Harrison. He knows he made the mistake initially. Did well though to block the ball in from Gunter. Corner kick though to the home team.
Yeah, good reaction. You know he miscued it. Sometimes that happens, but it's always the reaction you look for. But now we've got to deal with this set piece. Yeah,
with less than 5 minutes to half time. Important moments in the contest. It's 0-0 on LUTV. If you're listening in the UK and Ireland, as the ball is in by Swift there. Ball bounces through to Ajaria. Wouldn't fall for one of his teammates, fortunately, from a Leeds point of view, and they're able to get the ball clear. It will come back across now to this near side where Swift has collected it once more. Swift has won his team another corner kick here. And it's the home team that are finishing the half the stronger. Roared on by the vociferous support, Reading support on the right-hand side. Sharing that stand that is behind Kiko Casilla's goal with the Leeds fans who are travelling their numbers again. Right-footed delivery from Swift towards the back post. It's a header, a good header down as well. But Kiko Casilla is able to make the save to deny Meite. And it's a good throw out as well as Harrison plays that ball forward. Oh, Helder Costa was the target. Just needed a little bit of an arc on the pass, didn't it? It was just too arrowed straight at the goalkeeper. So from one end where the goalkeeper Casilla makes a good block to deny Meite, to the other end, the Leeds weren't close.
You have to say, great handling from Kiko Casilla. Almost kind of fortunate it was straight at him or very close to him, because either side, the pace led, it might well have been 1-0. But then Kiko, great handling, but not only happy with that, the distribution with the throw. I was thinking of the wrong pass from Harrison. I think Click made the run on his right hand side where he could have fed him there. Too difficult to follow as a straight one for Helder Costa, but great goalkeeper from Kiko.
Ayling with the free kick here for Leeds. Ball is just on the edge of the Leeds penalty area, and as I say that, it goes back in towards the penalty area where Casilla plays it here in towards Cooper. Cooper to Hernandez. Hernandez back to Cooper. Cooper has a little look and then switches it across to the right hand side. Little touch from Costa in towards Ayling again. Ayling in towards Click that time. Ball is cleared away by Liam Moore. And a chance maybe now as Swift brought the ball clear and Puskás. And now it's Ajaria. And Ajaria plays it here to Miazga. Matt Miazga on the halfway line for Reading. No route through there. Now he looks to try and play one. Well, Cooper in a bit of a tussle there with Meite. And I think Meite, as the assistant referee on this near side, just sort of grabbed Liam Cooper. It was clearly a foul. And the free kick is already taken. Marcelo Bielsa crouching inside his technical area as he watches on at the moment. And he's watching on as Leeds bring the ball clear. Bamford, Dallas. Ball in towards Harrison. It's away by Gunter. Cleared as far as Bamford, who struck one edge of the area. It was a rocket as well. That will have hurt whoever's shins it hit, right on the edge of the penalty area. Ajaria's done well. He's got the ball away here from Calvin Phillips, and again as Phillips recovered his position. He's a tricky looking player, Ove Ajaria, and he receives warm applause. And now Gunter is away from Harrison. Ball goes forward this time towards Yaku Meite. Meite looks to try and switch it across left hand side. Omar Richards, just for a moment I thought he was away from Helder Costa. Costa won the ball defensively and now brings the ball out of defence tremendously, and Richards has to bring him over and will be shown a yellow card for it. But what a little passage of play there from Helder Costa. That is some classy looking defending.
Helder Costa turned into Cafu then, the Brazilian right back. Just flicked it away from Richards, flicked it past him again, tried to start a counter attack and got clipped. But great defensive duties from Helder Costa.
Cooper. Hernandez. Well, Leeds thought they were going to play on there after Dallas was fouled, but the referee's whistle had already gone.
Referee, let him take it.
Hernandez wanted to take it quickly. The referee is too busy at the moment lecturing Matt Miazga. We are underway now, but the momentum has rather just fizzled out, although the ball is in towards Dallas. Dallas into Bamford. Bamford with his back to goal at the moment, then plays that ball back across here to Click. Click to Hernandez. Hernandez looking to try and find a bit of space here. Ball goes in towards the area. Might come to Dallas inside the area. Dallas trying to dig a shot out. Big appeals for a handball as we enter 2 minutes minimum stoppage at the end of the first 45 here. Well, Leeds in possession with Click. Click to Harrison. Harrison's just got away from Gunter. Cuts inside the penalty area. And then Reading have got a player who throws himself to the ground inside the area. And they do get a free kick. Is there a handball in there? No.
It's close. But if he did strike his arm, I just think they're probably too close together to probably give it a handball. You look at the reaction now from the players. No one's asking the referee, so it suggests that it probably isn't. Just going back to Harrison there, could he just put it just across the face of the goal? I think we worked it back ever so well. Just put it across the face of the 6-yard box.
Yeah, just having a little look at someone that's got a monitor here. It's kind of chest hand area, you know. I think would have been harsh to give it, and I think as you said, Ben, quite rightly, players' reaction, there was an initial reaction from Stuart Dallas, but you know there wasn't a lot of afters, was there, as far as, you know, discussions with the referee. We are, as I said though, into stoppage time though here on LUTV, where it's goalless with about 40 seconds or so to play. Here's Ayling. Ayling's got Costa out wide, right hand side. It's just ahead of Costa. Costa, first time ball in, he's won his side off Omar Richards. A corner kick which Calvin Phillips goes across to take, as he has done in this first half on LUTV. White and Cooper trot forward rather ominously. Costa is taking up a position on the edge of the area and is encouraging some of his teammates at the moment as well. Maybe he'll be making a run towards the back post. The ball is flicked on by Ayling at the near post. Goalkeeper chooses to punch one clear. It's over the head of Swift. It's in fact the last action of this first 45 minutes, as the referee Darren Bond brings the first half to a conclusion. The one change, as I said, Helder Costa on for Tyler Roberts. The Reading team, again, as I said, no changes there at the start of the second half. Raphael in goal, Miazga, Morrison and Moore across the back line. Rinomota, Ajaria and Swift in the centre of their midfield. Gunter and Richards. Richards on a yellow card as well. They're two wing backs. Mete and Puskas leading the line. And we are underway now at the start of this second period on LUTV. Reading 0, Leeds United 0. Leeds United are attacking from left to right then in this second period. If you're listening to us in the UK and Ireland, of course, tonight on the audio commentary on LUTV. Ben Parker is alongside us, and well, just looking for that defining moment, as I put it in the first half, that little bit of a breakthrough.
It's just that little bit of quality in the final third. Pablo's on the half turn there.
And Pablo in towards Stuart Dallas. Dallas has allowed it to run. It's Helder Costa. Costa turns inside in the penalty area, and in the end he didn't get the shot away, and it was blocked well by Omar Richards. You have to give a bit of credit there to the wing back, and just as you used the word a bit of quality, I thought we were about to see it.
Within the first minute as well. Pablo Hernandez on the half turn in that number 10 position, as we called it, with Tyler Roberts going off with that injury. And you just think Helder's going to hit it first time, but like you said, Richards, I think it was good defending in the end just to cover that space, but so nearly the perfect start.
Yeah, the first half started like that as well, where Leeds had a really, really early chance. They have a throw in now on the halfway line. It's the Leeds fans you can hear at the moment in fine voice at the start of this second half. Leeds are attacking the goal where the Leeds United fans are gathered behind, so looking to give them something to scream and shout about. And Ayling has just been caught here. Late challenge. He's holding his ankle. Seems to be in a bit of pain, but I think he's okay. I guess you know, as a footballer, it's always better to get a knock, if you like, than a strain or a pull, isn't it? Because you can't run those off as easily.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to work out, why is that not a yellow card? It's late, it's on his shin, but thankfully Luke Ayling's just shrugged it off. Quick free kick.
Ayling to Hernandez. The Leeds number 19 playing in the number 10 role. It's confusing me already. Confused me when you said it. Here is Calvin Phillips. Phillips to Ayling to Hernandez. Hernandez ball in towards the penalty area. Costa trying to work a little opening. Bamford is there as well. And in the end, the ball is gathered up by the goalkeeper, Raphael. Signs are there, though, in the first 3 minutes of this second half that, you know, whatever has been said and the little tweaks that have been made at half-time are potentially paying off here, coming to fruition. So, 3 minutes at the start of the second half, still goalless. Calvin Phillips.
I was going to say, almost looks like they've had a bit of a bollocking at half-time because the tempo's chalk and cheese already. I thought, like I said, the first 2/3 of the pitch will move the ball reasonably well. But even these situations seem to be zipping the pass with an extra bit of bite to it.
White to Costa.
That's excellent, Ben White. I think he's got the licence to do this throughout the second half. If QPR kind of like dropping off and always going man for man in midfield, then the spare man's going to be one of our centre halves, and there's no better outside the Premiership in my opinion. Even he's probably one of the best in the country doing it, striding forward. He's so comfortable, ball at his feet.
So Leeds with this free kick just across the right-hand side of the penalty area here. 10 yards or so outside, 2 in the wall for Reading in the blue and white striped shirts, just a yard inside that penalty area now. And the left arm goes up, and then Calvin Phillips with the delivery in towards Ayling it is at that near post. Ayling's done well, and then Phillips, and then back with Ayling, who's been in the wars in the last few moments. The ball comes here now to White. White, lovely little ball. Ayling inside the 6-yard box now. Ayling goes tumbling. Few appeals, including Jack Harrison, and Ayling thumps the turf in frustration, but Darren Bond waves away those appeals, and the ball is launched forward, and Leeds might need to do some defending now at the other end, because it's Meite. Oh, well, it all lined up for Meite to strike one on the half volley edge of the D, and he struck it high and well wide.
Yeah, you can tell by the groans and the moans from the crowd around us saying that's probably not the right option. But I'm going back to that penalty shout. I just don't think there was enough in it for Ayling. I think he's done ever so well linking up with Ben White down this right-hand side going into the box. I just don't think there was enough room and enough of a push really for Ayling to win that penalty. But again, another good sign that we're just up in the tempo in the final third.
Ayling's got Costa making a run ahead of him. He's got Dallas on this near side. He's level with the edge of the penalty area. In towards Pablo Hernandez now. Hernandez with a step over away there from Swift. And now the ball goes out to Click into Hernandez again. Oh, Hernandez has given possession away here to Ajaria. Ajaria to Meite. Ajaria Meite looking to try and exchange passes, but Luke Ayling was in the way. And then Calvin Phillips with an important touch. Ayling, bit of time, bit of space. Ball there to Bamford. Bamford and Ayling looking to exchange passes. Now Ayling's gone over again. Once again thumps the turf in frustration. But play continues here with Mateus Click. Dallas making a run. Ball in towards the penalty area. Bamford with the header down. There's no one there following it in though. It was the right idea, that one from Patrick Bamford. Now I think Ayling's frustration is just boiling over a little bit. He needs to be careful as well, because he is on a yellow card from the first half, and he did just catch Ove Ajaria there, and Luke Ayling I think is getting his final warning.
I just think he's, like saying, frustrated. There's a couple of times where he's just been checked off the ball. Whether it was a free kick, I'm not too sure, but he has been definitely checked. The second occasion, to me, it looked like it was a foul. But no, you're right. Just don't get frustrated with it. Just calm down. It's a good point, that, Michael. He is on a yellow card, and that's the last thing we need. Would have experienced players like Luke Ayling getting that second yellow, but like I mean, he's experienced. He knows what the crack is.
The Leeds are in control at the start of this second half. They need to keep it that way. Still goalless, of course. Looking, as we said, to go top of the table tonight, but it's Reading trying to win themselves a corner kick at the moment. Some acrobatics prevent that ball going behind for a corner. Then it does go behind this time. I think it was off Stuart Dallas in the end, and yeah, Reading have got the opportunity to put this ball in now away to our left-hand side. I'm presuming it's Swift who's going across there to take it. He's taken all the other dead ball situations so far. It is John Swift as well. They're lining up with all but 3 of their outfield players inside the penalty area. Swift drives one towards Casilla, who punches it away, edge of the 6-yard box. I've been impressed, really impressed with Kiko Casilla last couple of months. I think he's really established himself since arriving, of course, start of the year, calendar year. Throw in is away by Cooper, on by Costa. You see, I'm watching you and Bryn every week. I'm watching, I'm keeping up with the highlights.
You just want to see what I'm up to, Michael, don't you?
Keeping my eye on you. Throw in to Reading this time. Ball goes in towards that penalty area. It's headed on, but it's straight through to the goalkeeper, Kiko Casilla. Casilla was looking to try and launch that one forward, but Puskas was stood right in front of him. It's Hernandez. Hernandez back to Calvin Phillips. Phillips has White in support. White has time. White has space. White has Patrick Bamford. Bamford with a little touch back to the central defender. Now held to Costa. Costa to have maybe a run here at Omar Richards, is also on a yellow card, remember. Ball comes back to White. White into Mateus Click now. Leeds are 10 yards outside the edge of the penalty area. Touch from Bamford. Back to Costa. It's all very intricate at the moment in and around the penalty area, but Leeds are keeping possession. In towards Patrick Bamford again. And now White making the overlapping runners. One side, a corner kick. Good play.
Mentioned about Ben White being the key player again. He's at the heart of that build-up, striding forward, playing little passes. And it just might be the night for Ben White where he's going to have to be the one, almost the creative spark by carrying the ball out with defence, just because it's the spare player, the player that QPR allow him to have a bit of time and a bit of freedom, but we know the quality he can possess.
Calvin Phillips out swinging, corner kick, it's driven in, the header is down. And well, it was a good header, wasn't it? But it was not one that was going to trouble Raphael in goal from Liam Cooper. Wonder if it might just be set up tonight for someone like Cooper or White from one of those dead ball situations to break the deadlock in this game. Maybe it is going to unfold in that way as we approach 10 minutes played at the start of the second half on LDTV. Reading 0, Leeds United 0. Leeds won 3-0 here last season. Another tremendous header from White. And then at the other end, Morrison with a header for Reading. Here's Calvin Phillips, hooks that one up in the air. Elder Costa backing into the defender Liam Moore there. Reading captain, of course, Liam Moore. And Reading have a free kick here. 10-15 yards inside their own half. Moore, the captain, wearing 6, will take it. Right-footed, ball goes forward. It's won tremendously in the air there by Cooper. That's a kind of tone-setting header, if you like. Raphael has to clear it as the ball went all the way through to his penalty area in the end by 1 or 2 touches. But Leeds looking to try and break here. Click and Harrison combining. That's going to be a Reading throw-in. Leeds thought it was their ball. Everyone turned and looked at the ref, and the ref in salmon pink and black shorts and black socks signalled it was going to be a Reading throw-in. Far side, and midway inside the half they defend. Remember, we were the 8 o'clock kickoff tonight, so we are behind the other games in the Championship. Millwall 2, Wigan 2. All of these sort of approaching 70 minutes. Luton 2, Charlton 1. Huddersfield 1, Swansea 1. Fulham 2, Derby 0. Cardiff 1, Stoke 0. I was with a few people from Derby in the last couple of days. They thought their team was about to reach lift-off stage as far as their season's concerned after their win at the weekend, but not to be for them at Craven Cottage at the moment. Ayling inside. Dallas. Ayling, 2 blue and white shirts around him. It was one momentarily there and one well by Rinomhota, and there might be a chance here for Swift, and the strike comes in, it's blocked and it goes away for a corner kick. Just a bit of a mix-up there, and Leeds conceded possession a bit too easily in the midfield. Yeah, just sloppy, really poor play. If you're going to play out from the back there, make sure you bang on, make sure the passing's crisp. Don't, like I say, don't leave it for one another. Just don't give them a bit of a sniff, because we're seeing the work rate that Reading have put in so far,
He's trying to win that ball and then trying to create a counter attack off back of that.
So it's Swift with that corner kick, Bamford with the header. Chance just momentarily there as it fell to Meite inside the penalty area, but Leeds are able to get the ball clear. And now Richards just launches one forward, which Kiko Casilla comes, claims, and then just as he was bumped there, was able to throw the ball out as he was pushed out the field of play. And well, Leeds have made up a lot of ground here as they bring the ball clear with Pablo Hernandez. Hernandez to Dallas. Dallas back inside here towards Hernandez. Played really well here last season. Costa. Ball comes in this time from Click. It's a really inviting one, and Bamford was arriving at the back post. It just hopped up in front of him and he couldn't direct it goal bound. It goes behind for a goal kick.
You have to say it's first real bit of quality in the final third from us, and it come from Mateus Click in a wide area. Great delivery. It's bounced in the middle of the 6-yard box. But then as Bamford's trying to come in towards the far post, the ball's an awkward height for him. He's hit his chest. Very difficult to get any effort on target, but that's the first sign of real quality. It came from Click. Great delivery.
One of those balls into the penalty area, which as a goalkeeper and a defender, don't know whether it's a stick or twist really. Such a difficult one to defend. Reading though have possession now. Richards is caught late. That will be a free kick against Helder Costa. Won't be a card. Swift was trying to steal a few yards and take the free kick from inside the other half. Referee was alert to that one, and Darren Bond sent him back 10 yards. Ball is over on the far side now with the American Miazga. Here's Morrison. Morrison's ball forward. Swift. Swift has got Richards on this near side touch line. Ball comes back here to Swift. They're just knocking the ball around their back line at the moment. It's with Michael Morrison. Morrison pings one forward. Behind it was White. Headed on there into the path of Hernandez. Click looking to play one that's just hanging in the air at the moment. Dallas is underneath that one. Dallas was caught. Dallas looks forlornly at the assistant referee on this near side. Caught by Liam Moore, but the officials decide not illegally.
It's a blatant push in his back.
It was so obvious, wasn't it?
What can Dallas do there? Moore just came running straight through him.
Yeah, we've passed the hour mark now on LUTV, and it's Reading 0, Leeds 0. Leeds with a throw-in. Ayling takes it towards Dallas. Cut out there by Richards. Richards nearly caught in possession, but Reading retained possession, and it's Moore with the ball forward looking for Meite. Meite's got has got Puskás for company. The Romanian though couldn't get on the end of the ball.
Well done, Costa.
And Leeds have won it back. And here's Hernandez. Wide to Harrison. Harrison's got Click making a run through the middle. Bamford's an option there as well. Still with Harrison, who cuts inside, plays it short to Hernandez. Hernandez now up towards the edge of the area, looking just to try and exchange passes with Mateus Click. The move breaks down and the ball is cleared long up the field of play for George Puskás to chase here. It's the Romanian with Meite in the middle. Also arriving there is Ajaria, and the cross is a poor one, and it's straight into touch. Must be a bit frustrating that for the likes of Ajaria and Meite, having made all that ground to try and get there in support, and the ball goes straight behind, but we'll take it.
Yeah, it was good defending by Liam Cooper. Sometimes the defender can dive in those wide positions, just commit a bit too early, but stood on his feet, shown him down the line. He was always in control. But again, we're just getting to those good areas, and we're just trying to do little flicks around the corner. It's just not the space there. When you've got 5 defenders across that 18-yard box, the space and the kind of width out wide, it's not in those central areas at the moment.
1-3 drawn, 1 lost 1 is Mark Bowen's record as manager of Reading. Marcelo Bielsa, 71st game in charge tonight. He's going to make a change shortly. looking for win number 39. Terrific percentage rate. Mark Bowen, former Spurs, Norwich, West Ham and Charlton player. Capped over 40 times for Wales as well. Going to see Alioski momentarily, although Matthias Klich has got a bit of space now. Klich ball through towards Bamford. Just didn't quite reach the feet of the Leeds number 9, and it's cleared away, but Leeds have possession back here. Dallas. He's got options wide. One of those is Harrison. Opting to play it through the middle, and now the shot comes in. Comes off the crossbar from Stuart Dallas's effort. Did the goalkeeper get a touch on the way through? Leeds will have to do some defending here though at the other end, and it's a short pass back, but Casilla was alert to it from Liam Cooper's ball, and he got there ahead of Puskás. That is the closest Leeds have come to scoring. They rattled the woodwork, courtesy of Stuart Dallas.
What an effort, by the way. In my mind I'm saying pass Stuart, pass, done a nice little 1-2.
Here he is again now, breaking through the middle. Oh, trying to play it into Patrick Bamford, who hops on the spot in frustration.
Going back to his effort, he had saying in my mind, just pass, as he's winding up. What an effort. Obviously we haven't seen the replay whether a keeper got a touch and onto it. Smashed the crossbar, so unlucky.
Getting word that the goalkeeper didn't get anything on it, so it was just the woodwork denying the Leeds midfielder. Raphael was beaten as he clears that one. Still we await this change. Carlos Corberán and Marcelo Bielsa continuing to pass on instructions here to Gianni Alioski. Dallas and Ayling to Cooper. Still thinking about Dallas's shot that rifled the crossbar. He's full of running as well, but he's not going to get this one because the ball is into the path here of Hernandez. That one bypasses Ayling to Costa. Costa now up towards the penalty area. Costa inside the penalty area. Costa drives it across goal, and it will be a throw-in.
You mentioned earlier in the half when Liam Cooper won that header, like a tone-setting header. Sometimes that can be a bit of a spark where you do smash crossbar, hit the woodwork, or create something like that. As it's Matthias Klich coming off for Gianni Alioski. Be interesting to see where he actually comes on, what position he does take up now.
Yeah, I just remember that game last season where I think it was Hernandez scored in like 20 seconds, and it all came from one of those towering defensive headers, wasn't it? And really set Ellen Road up that night for what was a really good victory against one of Leeds' big rivals at the time as well. Tonight's a tighter affair at the moment. We still await the breakthrough goal. Alioski's on for Klich. Two substitutes used now. Costa and Alioski on. But Leeds need to do some defending here. Phillips is back doing that defending, and Alioski joins him now. And Alioski's first impact in this game is to concede a free kick. A little push in the back.
Just ball that free kick there, going nowhere. I think Alioski coming onto the pitch, it looks like he's gone into what you'd say is his natural position now, being a left back.
Yeah, arrived as a more attack-minded player, converted to a very, very classy-looking fullback. Needs to do some defending here. He's taken a position up right on the edge of the area. It will be John Swift, of course, to deliver this one in. It goes all the way through as well, and there might be a chance here, and in the end it's hooked over the top. Referee has pointed to a goal kick, but there was a chance initially for Morrison wearing 4, and then the shot was over the bar.
When the ball drops into the box like that, you can't clear it. It's a bit scruffy inside the box. You kind of hold your breath for a moment. You just think, please clear, please clear. Thankfully the ball's just gone over the bar, and we can build another attack now.
Seemed to just hang around in the penalty area for an absolute age, didn't it? And you were waiting for Morrison just to swipe one and see the net bulge. Didn't happen. At the other end though, Costa's taken that one in his stride. Played it back to Dallas. Dallas's ball in is blocked. Blocked by Ajaria. And it will be a throw-in after Ajaria's touch. Ailing. Costa's done well inside the penalty area now for Helder Costa. Tries to play the ball back to Hernandez. His shot's blocked edge of the area. Comes out to Calvin Phillips. Comes back to Hernandez. Hernandez has got Alioski out wide. Opts to play it through the middle. Here's Harrison. Harrison, a couple of little step overs. Now it does go wide. First time ball in from Alioski. Dallas on the turn. Left-footed. And the goalkeeper is right behind it. And Raphael is able to make the save.
It's a hard technique, to be fair to Dallas. Does everything right, just trying to use the pace of the ball, direct it towards goal with his weaker left foot. Unfortunately, not enough pace to trouble the keeper, plus it was straight at him. But good link-up play from Harrison and Alioski down that left-hand side.
Reading going to make a change shortly as well. Lucas Boye, player due to come on. Here's Helder Costa. Costa has been excellent since he came on, and he's won his side a corner kick here as well, as that one comes off Omar Richards. It was an enforced change, of course, because of the injury to Tyler Roberts. We'll try and ascertain for you exactly what happened there. Ball comes in towards Pablo Hernandez, sliding and can't get it across. And he ended up sliding into the advertising hoardings. Here comes the Reading change then. And Lucas Boye, as I said, is the player coming on, and it's George Puskas who takes the applause as the player who makes way.
By all accounts, Boye was the striker many of these Reading fans expected to start instead of Sam Baldock picking up that injury. But it's Puskas who's actually come off, the guy who's kind of been their leading striker throughout the course of the season.
Boye has taken up that advanced position. Ajaria just in behind. Mete there, of course, as well. But it certainly looks like Lucas Boye is playing the most advanced role alongside Mete. But it's Leeds in possession. Dallas has allowed that one just to drop through to Costa. Costa first time ball in. Dallas was just trying to play the ball on there towards Hernandez. But it was won back by Ajaria. That's going to be a Leeds throw in. Level with the edge of the penalty area that Leeds attack. We've got under 20 minutes to play on LUTV. And we are goalless at the Medeski. Good noise from the Leeds fans. Alioski. Harrison now up towards the edge of the penalty area over on that left hand side. Harrison tries to drive one across. It's put behind. It will be another corner kick for Calvin Phillips to deliver, and White and Cooper come forward, and in turn Stuart Dallas drops back.
We just sense in the last few minutes we're just starting to twist the little tempo a little bit of a notch, camping more inside the Reading half. We're saying another corner kick. You just want good delivery again, just go attack it.
Calvin Phillips raises the arm, delivers the ball in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. It's headed across goal. Cooper with a header back in towards the 6-yard box. Goalkeeper punches it clear, and White on the turn, on the volley, over the top. Was the two centre-backs. We said early on it might be a night for one of them. Cooper initially, Bamford had a nibble in the middle. Raphael punched it clear, and it was White volleying it over the crossbar.
You think of the great partnerships we've had over the years. You think Viduka Smith in the Champions League era, going forward, recent times of Beckford and Becchio. You don't really put Ben White and Liam Cooper in that kind of sentence, would you? But that's the third time they've linked up together. Just thought it was just an awkward angle for Ben White, just to trying to get his leg over top of it, trying to volley it towards the goal.
Dallas to Costa. Here's Alioski now, Fuller running, the substitute. His ball in towards the penalty area, might come to Dallas! Side netting. Good looking ball, it was over the head of Patrick Bamford, and Stuart Dallas 3 opportunities in the last 10 minutes now. Hit the crossbar, hit the side netting, had one saved.
I think Alioski's been fantastic since he's come on. Great pass, like you said there, Michael. I think Stuart Dallas must have given Bamford a shout because he looked like he was trying to fight to get on the end of it. Just think he's gone with the wrong technique there. Instead of using his big part of his foot, instead trying to side foot it towards goal, he's gone with the laces, and it just leaves the margin for error ever so small.
Oh, Leeds have broken well here. Lovely little touch from Hernandez. Alioski, who got the return ball that he wanted from Harrison. Alioski's ball in. That one is away by Morrison. I think you got the analysis right, exactly right a few moments ago. Leeds are turning the screw, which is apt for the advertising hoardings around the place at the moment as the ball comes into the penalty area. I thought Morrison maybe was going to leave that one for Raphael, the goalkeeper. He hooked it clear, and it goes all the way through to Kiko Casilla at the other end. Casilla kicks it out first time. Here's Luke Ayling. Ayling into Calvin Phillips. Phillips with a little bit of a loose one, and Reading have won it back here. And the ball in towards Ajaria. Oh, he tried to just bend one in, didn't he? And in the end, it's had to be headed wide by White. Kind of had to improvise a little bit. It was a little bit unorthodox the way he put that one wide. But it all came about because the possession was given away cheaply, as it was in the Leeds midfield again.
Unlike Calvin as well. Can always trust him in those areas. So reliable in possession, but just want enough weight on the pass and then the sprung again.
Brave man would try and pick a winner in this contest right now. Corner kick to the home side, Reading. Swift has gone across there. They line up all their men in the penalty area, barring the 3 again, but it's a poor corner this time, and it's collected easily by Harrison. Leeds could counter-attack. Here's Helder Costa, heavy first touch, and that allowed Omar Richards to make the interception on the halfway line. Just when you felt that they could have broken with men over there, and Reading was scampering to try and get back. Oh, another misplaced pass that time from Calvin Phillips. Just a couple in the last moment or so. This one is allowed Reading to win a throw-in on the halfway line. Another Reading ball here. They're just working it forward in instalments down this near side. Substitute, remember, on for them. Boye in possession here. Lucas Boye's ball in towards the penalty area, cut out by White. Oh, White's clearance has been picked up by Ajaria. Ajaria and Boye. Ajaria now inside the penalty area, goes tumbling. Some roars from the Reading fans around us, but nothing doing on the pitch. Ball comes back into the area. It's away by White this time, and Alioski reacts quickest to that one. It's Johnny Alioski now for Leeds, just inside his own half. His ball in towards Hernandez. Hernandez caught in possession a little bit there, and now it's Reading and their fans that sense that they might have an opportunity in this game. There's just 1 or 2 little slack passes just creeping in with 14 minutes remaining, and it's still goalless.
Yeah, we're just kind of throwing away all the kind of good work we had done building up to this point, where it looked like the next goal definitely going to come from us. Now they're just getting their crowd involved a little bit. All I would say is now settle it down for the next probably minute or so. Just find a simple pass and then try and build the tempo up again.
Well, there aren't many Reading fans inside the ground, but the ones that are here are doing their best to create an atmosphere at the moment. We'll be getting some full-time scores from elsewhere in the next few moments, if not already. Final whistles will be blowing around the country, and we'll get a bit more of an indication of what that league table will look like tonight. Remember, West Brom don't play until tomorrow. West Brom, who, as things stand, would remain top this evening. A couple of points clear of Leeds. Boye for Reading. Swift away from Helder Costa. Boye, the substitute, plays it back to Swift. Swift back to Boye. Boye's going to shoot, and he does have an effort. He's taken a deflection, and Kiko Casilla does well there because he steps well behind the line, but he keeps the ball in the field of play.
Yeah, he does well. Good handling, good awareness as well, positional awareness. see where the dead ball line was.
Took a bit of a deflection as the Reading players were working that opening there. Pico Casilla was determined not to let it go for another corner kick. Harrison, meanwhile, now over on that far side, has support here from Cooper. Leeds captain plays the ball up towards the halfway line. Here's Calvin Phillips. Phillips looks to try and switch a pass. It's a good-looking pass as well. Ayling takes it in his stride. Ayling then turns inside and gets caught. And Leeds have a free kick 5 yards inside from this near side touchline. It's about 15, 20 yards up from the goal line. Another great opportunity to put the ball in towards the penalty area here.
Yeah, miles better from Calvin as well. Great diagonal pass.
Is this the moment? With, well, 11 minutes or so plus stoppages, and the Wizard stands over it. That wand of a boot required now. Pablo Hernandez. He's got plenty to aim for. There's one in the wall. Pablo Hernandez raises his right hand with his palm exposed. And it's a right-footed ball in, teasing one, and in the end the defender gets there first ahead of Ayling. And it will be a corner kick.
You can see how Reading are setting up, especially from a wide free kick. It's all zonal. You must have got about 7, 8 all in a line, almost holding hands with each other. Very difficult to get the delivery spot on there. You can see they're having a zonal marker as well here.
Yeah, they've got one on the goal line, 3 on the edge of the 6-yard box, a further 3 in front of those, and 1 right on the edge of the penalty area. Player on the edge of the area is Swift. The referee at the moment just wants to have a little word, because Reading have got a player who's gone down. So I think we're going to see the physio team on now. And just when you've got that little bit of momentum, that little bit of head of steam, if you like, we've got a little bit of a break in play here.
I'm not sure what it's for. I think the referee was pointing like as a head injury, so whether it's from the initial free kick what Pablo swung in.
Yeah, there's a bit of blood. I think we can see, we're being told. So
I'm sure they can walk off the pitch with that. Usher him to one side.
Roll him off.
Well, he'll have to go off anyway now,
yes,
because the physio staff have come on.
Physio staff have come on. So whatever happens when this corner kick is taken, they will have to defend it with 10 men. The welfare of the player, of course, is first and foremost. And head injuries, we know the protocol, important protocol as well. Been much discussion in sport over the last few months about concussion protocols. In this case, it just looks, as we said, like a little bit of blood, but obviously the play has to be halted here. And we've got now less than 10 minutes to the full-time whistle. We're going to get a few minutes of stoppage time. And Leeds are taking the opportunity now to pass on a few words of wisdom here to Helder Costa, who's been called over by Carlos Corberán. Carlos Corberán is positioned at the moment midway inside the half, if you like, that Leeds are attacking on the touchline, and Helder Costa's come racing across. He's now been told what Carlos Corberán, what Marcelo Bielsa wants him to do. The Reading player is still down at the moment. He has sat back up though now. And as Ben Parker said, he is going to be required, I think, here to change the shirt, and he will have to come across to this near side. I thought the rules these days where you left the pitch at the nearest touchline to speed things up. So we're going to resume with 10 men, and it's Calvin Phillips with the ball in. It's volleyed. Hernandez with it, takes a deflection on the way through. Reading player back on now.
Great routine though, just something a little different.
So maybe another opportunity here. Calvin Phillips this time just tees it up towards that back post area. It's headed away. Dallas on the halfway line now. Having a little look at the clock here. As Leeds look to try and bring this ball forward now. Harrison with a little touch. It's away by Miazga. Long ball forward. Headed on that time by Mayte. Ayling to Phillips. He's looking just to knock this ball around. It's a overhit pass, that one, from Calvin Phillips this time. So we're going to have a goal kick here. And just having a little look at the watch as well. 6.5 minutes remaining. Late goal again?
I said this on Saturday. My health can't keep taking this late drama, to be fair. But I'll have one, though.
The Reading player back on the field of play, wearing a shirt with no number at the moment. Rinomhota, incidentally, is in possession here. And then he plays it to Miazga. Miazga's ball forward. Good hold-up play that by Boye. Now Swift. Swift's ball forward here towards Ajaria. Ajaria's got Swift for company as the two of those exchange passes. Dallas is across there though for Leeds. It's back into the Reading half now, and Liam Moore brings the ball forward, tracked by Patrick Bamford. Support from Ajaria on this near side. He's been held all the way there by Helder Costa, but Ajaria trying to find a route through, continues to wiggle his way through with Calvin Phillips as well, and the referee says that's a foul against the Leeds man, and it's a free kick. It's gone a long way out, but it's a central position, and Calvin Phillips protests his innocence here.
Well, if he's giving it for Calvin, I can't understand why, because Calvin's in front of him. He's just used his strength to hold him off and win the ball. I can't see how he's giving a free kick against Calvin.
You're going to see another Reading change here. Joachim Mayte is the player to make way. So he is replaced by Danny Loader, the youngster. Loader's first opportunity to join the fray will be with whatever results from this John Swift free kick. Have to say, Swift's body language at the moment would suggest that he's lining this one up to hit, but we will wait and see. Kiko Casilla stands just off centre. The free kick is just off centre. It's about 15 yards outside the edge of the area, judging by the position of the wall. Swift, right-footed, goes all the way through. Casilla just has to push the ball away as far as Boye. Boye trying to play the ball back in. We've got some torrential rain inside the Medeski Stadium now, but that's not bothering these Leeds players because they are going to counter-attack here with 4 minutes remaining. We're goalless. It's into the path of Costa. The ball in from Costa. Yeah! Goal from Jack Harrison. Headed goal, close range, breakthrough moment. Less than 4 minutes to play. It's Reading 0, Leeds United 1.
Come on! What a goal, what a counter-attack. We're just winding up from the free kick with John Swift. Kiko Casilla made a great save, and then you mentioned about the rain pouring down. And what a counter-attack, by the way. From the left-back position, Alioski's found himself in the right wing. Costa's down on his overlap on the right-hand side. Put a great cross in, little deflection, right place, right time, head in middle 6-yard box. We mentioned, can we have a late goal? We've just been given one, Michael.
And the Leeds fans had a perfect view of that one as well. Gathered as they are in their now delirious state behind that goal. Well, what a moment in this game. It might just take that as the chants of all Leeds, aren't we, rise and ripple down the terraces from our right-hand side. Harrison's 4th goal of the Sky Bet Championship season. as it stands, you know who's top of the table.
Oh, I don't want to look that far ahead. I've got my Ben White head on now. But,
one game at a time.
Yeah, but what we didn't do too well on Saturday when we went a goal up, we just got sloppy. We let Luton back in the game. We can't afford to do that now. Got to keep doing the right things in the right areas. See this game out.
We've got the full-time scores from elsewhere. We'll run through those for you at the conclusion of this contest, if we get the opportunity to draw breath. White's ball forward though. Leeds have it back here with Phillips and now Cooper. Reading fans stunned into silence around the Medeski, but they're all on their feet with the scarves twirling above their head in that corner of the ground where the Leeds fans are all gathered. There's one banked stand. Crucial few moments coming our way now on LUTV. In a minute or so, we're going to get a few minutes of stoppage as well. And it's Reading looking to try and create something. Edge of the penalty area now. Ajaria was trying to hit one. It was away by Phillips. Throw into Reading over on the far side. And a chance maybe for Reading here as they look to try and counter-attack. Stuart Dallas is across there. Phillips puts the ball clear. Dallas has gone down clutching his leg here. Phillips picks himself up a bit gingerly as well. And just seeing Ben White just stretching out as well there at the moment. 3 walking wounded.
Well, you mentioned about how difficult is it coming into games like this off back of an away trip to Luton on the Saturday, following up another away trip down to Reading on the Tuesday. How much does it take out of you? It does, but we mentioned the fitness of the boys, the nutritionists that work on them ever so well. The fitness level is superb, and this is why we're able to see pushing all the way to the very last whistle.
Minimum 3-minute stoppages. I thought there might be more than that.
Yeah, I'll take 3.
Yeah, we'll accept that. Well done, ref. Good man, that Darren Bond. I've always said so. Anyway, it's Reading on the halfway line. Ball goes forward again here now, looking for Loader. But it's Reading with Danny Loader, the youngster. He went down, no free kick. Phillips just opting to clear the lines this time. Sends the ball long up the field of play. Miazga's underneath that one. Headed on there by Morrison. Alioski forward again. This time Ayling takes it on the chest. Reading looking to try and create something with Boyer. Boyer's gone down holding his ankle. Feels he should have had a free kick. He's not going to get one. Ball is cleared and Miazga heads it clear. Now the ball comes on again. Looking once more this time for Danny Loader. Cleared away, Phillips. Calvin Phillips. There's no one chasing after that one. Now Patrick Bamford just tries to put a bit of pressure on the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper sends that ball long. Cut out this time by Stuart Dallas, who's got into a more defensive position. Hernandez to Costa. Costa's got players to aim for in the middle. Costa, though, is going to just maybe drag this one in towards the corner. No, he's picked out Hernandez in some space inside the area. Hernandez crosses it into Alioski. Hernandez, edge of the area now, looking to turn.
Stay the corner.
Keeps possession, plays it to Costa. Costa plays it back now to Dallas. Dallas back to Helder Costa. Going to have a little run maybe at Omar Richards. Doesn't need necessarily to do anything too special here. Opts just to keep possession, bringing Alioski into play. Good game management from Leeds. They win a throw-in.
Excellent. Just what the doctor ordered. My right arm, we're getting a workout there, just pointing towards this corner on our right-hand side. I'm glad they probably didn't see that, the hand signals, but no, great game management as Jamie Shackleton's about to come on.
Yeah, he'll have a bit of run, bit of energy, and the goal scorer Jack Harrison I think is the player who's going to make way, although it's Stuart Dallas that's come over to the touchline at the moment, which was why I was just momentarily confused. But it is, as I said, going to be Harrison who comes off. He's not leaving by the nearest touchline either. And there's going to be a Reading change as well, and the Reading change is Gareth McCleary is coming on. Costa. Hernandez. Ball is cleared forward up towards the halfway line here to Loader. Loader, the Reading sub, trying to thread the ball forward towards McCleary.
Well done. That's excellent defending from Luke Ayling. Just initially, the ball got played unfingered to McCleary, and very easy just to get a bit excited as a defender. Final stages of the match, trying to nick in front, trying to win the ball. Just held his ground, ended up winning possession off back of that, winning a free kick. Excellent from Luke Ayling.
For the purposes of the record, McCleary's on for Rinomota, by the way. Couldn't see as the two substitutions were made initially. The Leeds anthem ringing around Reading at the moment, and the Leeds head coach is striding purposefully, nervously around the technical area in that way that Marcelo Bielsa does. Now he stands watching on, arms folded. We are well into stoppage time here, and there is the full-time whistle. Real tough ask for this Leeds United team, having travelled a long way to Bedfordshire on Saturday and nicking a late win, to come and do it again in Berkshire. But that's exactly what they've done. Really well worked goal. Credit to Jack Harrison. And the thing that I will take from this evening's game is how hard they had to work for it.
And we mentioned on Saturday about how teams who win promotions, teams who win leagues, always find a way, always try and get that late winner, just to try and alter the course of the game. And let's be honest, we probably weren't at our best in the final third tonight. But I tell you what, it shows how hard we work, the never say die attitude, the togetherness we've got within this squad. They'll always believe, always going to believe we're going to get a late winner, get a late goal. And thankfully we did. Harrison popped up in the right place at the right time. And you have to say, over the course of the second half, the course of the chances we created compared to theirs, we probably did deserve it without being at our best in the final third. But I tell you what, shows what character we have in this squad.